how's it going? My name's Eric. Thanks for stopping by to check out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to be making some beef short ribs, or otherwise referred to as Korean short ribs. Very basic recipe. These are cut so thin that they just take a few minutes on the grill to finish off. The secret is getting the marinade done and having these soak anywhere from 4 to 6 hours or even overnight to soak in all the delicious flavors. So let me show you how to make some delicious beef short ribs. Let's get cooking. Alright, the first thing you want to do is take them out of the package, obviously. For those of you unfamiliar, this is what a beef short rib is. It's basically the beef ribs, but instead of slicing in between the bones like a normal rib, pork rib or something where you would eat the meat clean off the bone, they slice these horizontally right across. So you can see there's a couple bone fragments on each side. The advantage of this is it makes a very thin piece of meat that's very tender and very good for soaking up some marinade and very quick and easy to finish off on the grill. So the first thing you want to do is just take some basic salt and pepper. You want to salt and pepper both sides just to get a little bit of seasoning on them. I got it split over on 2 trays here, as you can see. So just a little sprinkling of salt and pepper. We're going to let that salt and pepper kind of rest here while we make the liquid marinade. We're going to put this in a Ziploc bag with the marinade, like I mentioned earlier, and we're going to let this sit for at least 6 hours, preferably overnight. It's early morning now. I'm planning on making this for dinner, so I'm just going to have it in the fridge probably for 6 or 7 hours. After you got the salt and pepper, we're going to take regular brown sugar and we're going to sprinkle some brown sugar on here. Now it doesn't have to be a whole lot, just a little bit for some sweetness. Most of this, of course, is going to be in the marinade, liquid marinade, and washed off, but it'll still have a little bit of sweetness on it. And what you want to do with this is just kind of try to push it down into the meat a little bit. Now I have to give credit where credit is due. This isn't my original recipe. I got this recipe from Malcolm Reed. He has a YouTube channel called How to Barbecue Right. If you haven't seen him, please check him out. I'll leave a link below to his channel. He's a great guy, gives me lots of inspiration. I've tried quite a few of his recipes, and he really knows his thing when it comes to barbecuing and making some delicious recipes. So that's it. Now we're just going to flip them over. And we're just going to repeat the process. Salt, pepper, a little bit of brown sugar. Once we're done with this, we're going to let them stay on the counter while I show you how to get that liquid marinade together. So let me finish seasoning these with the salt, pepper, and the brown sugar, and we'll be back in 1 second. Alright, I'm going to show you how to make this delicious marinade for those beef short ribs. We're going to start off with 3/4 cup of soy sauce. I myself am using the low sodium. Soy sauce is very salty, and I've already put some salt on the short ribs, so you can use the low sodium stuff if you'd like. 3/4 cup of water, just to kind of dilute it out a little bit. 3 tablespoons of regular white vinegar. Okay, we're going to follow that up with 2 tablespoons of sesame seed oil. You can usually find this in the ethnic section of your grocery store where they have all that stuff you're usually not familiar with. This stuff smells wonderful. 4 cloves of garlic that I've kind of minced up here. And of course I love garlic. Who doesn't? Well, I guess some people don't. 2 tablespoons of ginger. Now you can use this stuff, ginger powder. I got a fresh piece of ginger. I prefer using fresh when it's available. That adds some great flavor. 4 or 5 fresh green onions sliced up. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of black pepper. And we're going to finish it off with around 1.5 teaspoons of sesame seeds. That's it, guys. We're just going to stir it up now real good. Get all those flavors together. What I'm going to do now Now you can put this in a plastic container. I'm just using a 2-gallon Ziploc freezer bag. I'm gonna, because I got quite a bit of short ribs. You don't need that big of a bag. I'm gonna put all those short ribs in a bag. I'm gonna throw this marinade in it, and I'm just gonna massage it around. I'll be back in a second and show you. So as you can see, I put all the short ribs in this 2-gallon bag. And put it in some kind of tray if you're gonna do it like this. And then you are just gonna take this, we're gonna take this marinade and pour it in here. Oh, it smells wonderful. Man, oh man. So what we're going to do now, like I said, let me seal it up real good because I don't want any of this stuff leaking out. You just want to massage it a little bit. You know, try to get the spices all around. So pretty much this is the hardest part of the whole dish, guys. I mean, it's super easy. The secret now is just to let this marinate for as long as you can let it marinate. If you could do it the night before, even better. I'm gonna, like I said, cook this tonight for dinner, so I'm just gonna stick this in the fridge. Every hour, hour and a half, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna massage it, I'm gonna flip it over. I'm just gonna make sure that all those pieces get a chance to soak up some of that marinade. So there you go. I'm gonna go throw this in the fridge. I'll meet you guys back here when we're getting ready to throw these on the grill. See you in a little bit. All right, guys, it's been around 5 hours. I'm still letting that those beef short ribs marinate, but about ready to heat up the grill. And I need some motivation, so we're trying a new beer from Ritual Brewery Company, local again, out of Redlands, California. It's around an hour away from where I live. Wit's End. It's a Belgian-style wit beer. It says ale brewed with spices. 4.8% alcohol. Sounds good to me. It's a nice day. Nice. I always in the mood for trying a new beer. Let's see what this is all about. Wit beer. Must be for a wheat beer, because it definitely looks like a wheat beer. It's very cloudy. We got a light yellow color. A little bit of a head here. Let's see what it smells like. A little bit of lemon, maybe orange peel, but not very powerful. Cheers, guys. Thanks again for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Oh, definitely taste a lemon. And a slight tartness. It doesn't have much of a bite till the end. It's very clean and crisp and smooth. You can definitely taste some spices, like an allspice maybe. I'm not quite sure what that is. It's good. It's very clean. Yeah, almost like an orange peel and lemon fruity flavor. And a slight bitterness at the very end. Not my normal type of beer. I'm not a huge wheat beer fan. I mean, I like the Spot and wheat beer, where they serve it with a lemon in it. But typically I like stuff a little bit darker. But this is pretty good, I have to say, especially on a summer day. Well, guys, you know what? I'm going to probably finish this glass. I'm going to go out. It's been around 5 hours. I'm going to go out in around a half hour when I finish this beer, 45 minutes, and fire up the grill. I'm going to be cooking those Korean-style short ribs on my pit barrel cooker. So I'm going to get that up to temperature. It's probably going to take 25 minutes to get nice and hot. And yeah, we'll be back and enjoy some beautiful Korean-style short ribs later on. Again, guys, cheers. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, I have some nice hot coals here. I'm not doing a full basket here in my pit barrel just because these literally need to cook only for probably 4 or 5 minutes per side. So I don't need this thing to go all night. Just move those around. Let me give that a second just to get nice, super hot. And let me throw this grill on there. There we go. I'll let this thing heat up, and I'm gonna go grab those short ribs right now. Be back in a second. All right, here we go. Just gonna lay these out. These are so thin, you don't really have to do them too long. I would probably say 4 or 5 minutes per side. Try to get them nice and hot, get a little sizzle on them. Oh, listen to that. Sounds good. So I'm going to put these out. We'll be back in a second. Check them out in a little bit. Looks like I'm going to have to make a couple different sessions here to cook all of these. So we'll be back in 1 second, guys. Alright, I put the lid on a couple minutes ago. It's around 4.5 minutes, as you see. I started the timer on my phone. That's all we want on one side. Now we're just going to flip them. These aren't going to take very long. I mean, they're super thin. So we just want to get a little bit of that flavor. Ooh, that looks nice. Man, it smells good. So I'll continue to cook these guys, and we'll meet up inside when these are done. So I've laid it out with a little bit of sesame seed, a green onion I had left over, sprinkled on top. This is how I'm serving it tonight on some white rice. I got some carrots, some broccoli, peppers, onions, sugar snap peas, and mushrooms, and those little baby corns. Man, this meat is so delicious. You guys have to try this. Absolutely delicious. This marinade is a big winner. Thanks again to Malcolm Reed. Glad I tried the recipe per your suggestion. It's absolutely delicious. Hey guys, if you like what you see, please like my video. Check out some of my other cooking videos, and hopefully see you next time. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys. Bye.